On Apple Valley News now at 6, we're getting a look at an intense shootout recorded 3 years ago by Pasco police officers' body camera. One of the men involved in that shooting recently learned his fate.
Well, cool conditions and breezy winds all across the region. I'll be tracking what's to come in your First Alert weather forecast.
Plus, we are live at the Central Washington State Fair, where today is Apple Valley News Now Day.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. A Kennewick police officer arrested on charges of domestic violence assault appeared in court for a hearing today and is now out of jail. Joshua Riley was arrested early Sunday morning in Kennewick on domestic violence related assault charges. Because he is part of the Kennewick Police Department, the investigation has been turned over to the Benton County Sheriff's Office. In court this morning, a judge set his bail at $25,000 and said he will have to wear a tracker and not contact the alleged victims. Riley is due back in court on Friday morning. A follow-up tonight, a Franklin County Superior Court judge has sentenced a man to more than 49 years in prison for charges related to shots fired at 2 Pasco police officers 3 years ago. We're going to show you body camera video from that day provided by the Pasco police. We do have to warn you, the video of the shooting is intense.
Hands up!
That's what police saw and heard on May 17th of 2020. Pasco police say officers had a perimeter set up around a victim's home when police say both Miguel and Juan Montevallo opened fire on officers. The police returned fire, wounding Miguel and killing Juan. Now, per a plea agreement, the judge sentenced Miguel Montalvo on several charges, which include attempted murder and firearm enhancements. The police department says officers had probable cause for both suspects for kidnapping and attempted murder when that incident happened. Tonight, we're remembering a Tri-Cities woman who died in the hospital after her family says dogs attacked her and her pet in their own backyard. Billy Cameron owned Woody's Bullpen Bar and Grill in Kennewick. Apple Valley News Now's Anna Trejo talked to Billy's daughter about what happened.
Family members told us she was a beloved member of the community, a wife, a mother, and a friend to everyone she met.
My biggest fan, everybody's biggest fan, aggressively friendly. You didn't have a choice whether or not you wanted to be her friend. You would meet her for 5 minutes and you would know everything about her. I was lucky to call her mom for 32 years. Loved animals more than anything in this world, which is why Diego is still alive.
Jordan Woodward, Billy's daughter, says the 2 pit bulls attacked Billy's dog, Diego. She was able to save her best friend from being attacked, but one of the pit bulls continued to follow her inside her home and attacked her, biting into her calves.
It sounds like it has been kind of an ongoing issue. My family currently does not know who those people are or where they live.
Jordan says the dogs attacked Billy's calves badly enough that first responders had to use a tourniquet to try and stop the bleeding long enough to get her rushed to the hospital.
This is important because my mom had issues with her blood veins and she had stents in her legs that controlled her blood flow. She was also on blood thinners because of this, so she was very prone to bleeding out and getting blood clots. The damage was more extensive than they initially thought. The blood clot went from her legs into her lungs and it stopped her heart.
Billy has left a print on everyone in the community. Everywhere she went, she made a friend. She won't be forgotten. Those who touch our lives stays in our hearts forever.
We thought it only right and the best way to honor her was to give back to animal charities. So that's one of the other things that we'll be doing with the funds that are raised.
The Woodward family will be holding a celebration in honor of her. October 12th, for all ages, at the Highlands Grange Hall in Kennewick. Anna Trejo, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, that's one of several events planned in Billy's honor. We have more information and a link to the family's GoFundMe page over on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Tonight, a construction alert that will impact Yakima drivers. The city released a map showing water line work that will close a portion of Chestnut Avenue between 10th Street and Fair Avenue tomorrow and Friday. That work is scheduled to take place between 7 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. every day. Drivers can expect delays around that project area. And it is Apple Valley News Now Day at the Central Washington State Fair in Yakima. Our team has been running the school supply drive all afternoon. It wrapped up about 2 hours ago. The fun will continue for hours yet, though. Emily Goodell joins us live from State Fair Park.
I'm here with Rachel Gordon with the Central Washington State Fair here inside the butterfly encounter. Rachel, how many butterflies are in here?
There's roughly about 300 butterflies.
And what kinds are there?
There are a few monarchs, we have painted ladies, and red admirals.
So what can people expect when they come in here? I know it's really hard to see, but there
Sure.
are quite a few butterflies in here.
Yeah, so actually once they get into the fair with their general admission, this is a free encounter. So it's located next to Pioneer Hall. You're actually going to get a painted sponge that is dipped in a solution with red Gatorade and water, which actually entices the butterflies to mate. So you'll carry that on into the encounter and you'll get to interact with the butterflies, and that their proboscis will stick out much like an elephant trunk would in a pond, and it'll slurp that solution right up.
And I just learned this from one of the flyers over there on the back. They taste with their feet, is that right?
That's correct.
Oh my gosh. And you were telling me, what was the other fun fact that you were telling me now that it's getting a little bit darker?
Yeah, so butterflies actually go to sleep when the sun goes down. So if you're out wandering at night and you come across a butterfly, you can consider yourself pretty lucky.
So how hard is it to get the butterflies onto these little things? I know that earlier we had a little bit of a hard time with it
Sure.
because it was a little cold.
Yeah, so obviously their biological clock starts to kick in, and weather also does play a factor. So when the sun starts to come out and they're hungry, they're going to stick their proboscis right out, as long as you stick this right under their face.
So like Rachel said, if you come into the Central Washington State Fair, you just come right in. Here's the butterfly encounter. It's free. You can come in, you can see if you can pick up a butterfly, and just make sure that you don't leave with one.
Yeah.
Again, this is Emily Goodell reporting with Apple Valley News Now. Back to you.
Thanks, Emily. And as you mentioned, it is getting chilly out there. We're also hearing the wind blustering around the station here in the Tri-Cities. Stacey Lee joins us now tracking that.
And who knew about the Gatorade, right? All right. We've had some breezy and gusty winds. We continue to see those, especially in the Prosser area tonight. Hanford Reach, Toppenish, still very blustery out there. Those winds are going to continue. They'll start to decrease as the night moves on. Our radar, again, all the moisture still on the west side, but that's going to be changing as we have another upper level system moving across Washington State, the Pacific Northwest. Again, scattered showers. Most of them will be isolated to the west side of the Cascades. However, some of those will cross over the Cascades and hit the east slopes at least, and possibly into the Yakima Valley. 67 right now. Dust Devil Geesa Skycam. We've got 18-mile-an-hour winds here. Our sunset at 6:44. It's starting to get dark right now, so look for partly cloudy skies throughout the evening. Those strong gusty winds will die down but pick right back up tomorrow. We have a slight chance of rain on Thursday, but a little bit of a warm up coming this weekend. I'll get to all of that in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. The city of Pasco will hold interviews with all 6 applicants for City Council seat for District 6. The interviews will start at 6 o'clock Monday evening on October 2nd. Applicants are up for consideration include Calixto Hernandez, Jennifer Yanis, Melissa Blaisdell, and Ana Ruiz Kennedy, Mark Dade, and Andrew Enriquez. The council expects to select a finalist immediately following those interviews, and the candidate will be seated and sworn in. The District 6 seat term runs through New Year's Eve 2025. A consumer alert tonight, the maker of Hyundai and Kia vehicles is suggesting that you park away from buildings. Now, the reason is that regulators say several models of Kia and Hyundai vehicles can catch fire even if the engine is turned off. The companies have gotten reports of fires, and recent recalls cover more than 3 million cars and SUVs from 2010 to 2017. So you can check to see if your car has a recall on the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration website. A new investment in electric vehicles. The Washington Department of Ecology is now offering millions of dollars in grants for new electric vehicle charging stations and improving the ones we've already got. The state will make $3.5 million in grants available to businesses, tribes, nonprofits, and multifamily residences. The first round of applications for grant funding has opened. It runs through November 16th. These grants will fund Level 2 chargers, which put out 240 volts and can charge a vehicle within 10 hours. The state funds the grants through Washington's Volkswagen diesel emissions settlement. The Washington State Department of Transportation is also receiving a grant for $75.8 million for the Palouse River and Coulee City rail system. The funds from the Federal Railroad Administration are going to improve the PCC Short Line Railroad in Adams, Grant, Lincoln, Spokane, and Whitman counties. A follow-up now, Benton County released more information from its household hazardous waste disposal event that it held last weekend. This graphic shows a car count showing how much traffic there was taken every 15 minutes. The county says 514 vehicles showed up for Saturday's event at the fairgrounds. Most came from Kennewick, although the event was open to all of Benton County. The county says despite hundreds of those vehicles, nobody had to wait for very long, and they say traffic was consistent. The county's post indicates it will hold another event like this coming up in the spring. They're next in line for retirement, but growing concerns tonight that Gen X might not have saved enough to do so. That story is coming up. And shopping for your health, what a new store will offer customers in the Tri-Cities. Plus, we've been talking about those autumn conditions, the blustery wind around eastern Washington. Stacey Lee has your first alert forecast, and later we'll meet a pup in need of a forever home. Operation Best Friend still ahead tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Spicy chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Give yourself that new car feeling with a detail from ProClean Auto Detail Systems. Details start at just $125 and we'll make your car look and feel like new. Gift certificates are available. Forget the rest and come to the best. ProClean Auto Detail Systems.
Hi, I'm Gino from Italstone. We just received a new container of quartz Britannica Gold made in the USA. Visit at Italstone today to see, touch and choose from a huge inventory in stock. At Italstone, we measure, fabricate, and install your kitchen and bath countertops in 5 to 7 days. No one can beat Italstone prices, apples to apples. Here at Italstone, we are with you every step of the way.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
New tonight at 6, a grant will fund renovations to Roy Raley Park in Pendleton, Oregon. The city says it's the city's oldest park, which sits next door to the Pendleton Roundup grounds. The city says the project received a $330,000 grant from Oregon State Parks, which will cover more than half the work ahead. Renovations include improvements to the pickleball court and the skating rink area, the children's playground, and the ADA stall of the men's restroom, which has been damaged by vandals. The entire project will cost $560,000. The rest of the renovation money will come from the Building Reserve Fund and the Parks Trust Fund. City of Pendleton crews will conduct a portion of the work once the city gets the green light to go ahead with those renovations. They'll have 2 years to complete them. In the Tri-Cities, a new grocery store with a focus on health and well-being is planning to open its doors in the coming weeks. The finishing touches are going into Natural Grocers, which is over on North Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick. The store was originally scheduled to open weeks ago, but has faced a number of delays.
Right now we're navigating the last few stages of permits, putting on the finishing touches to our new store. As soon as everything is ready, we will open doors to customers. So we're hoping within, the next 2 weeks or so.
This grocery store will be the 5th location of Natural Grocers in Washington. It'll be the first one outside of Spokane and Vancouver. The company's public relations manager says their store prioritizes the health of humans, the planet, and animals.
So in our stores, you won't find anything with GMOs, genetically modified. We've got a long list of things we don't carry, but we've also got a long list of things that we do. So all your grocery needs from, facial tissue to body care to groceries, produce, and supplements.
Natural Grocers is planning to host a grand opening celebration on October 25th with giveaways, samples, and discounts. Plus, they're telling us the first 150 people in the door will receive a mystery gift card. It is Apple Valley News Now School Supply Drive Day at Central Washington State Fair. This has all sorts of family fun, but also family businesses. Linda Milam has been traveling across the country with her Antique Images business for more than 35 years now. She gives people a chance to dress up and take a step back to the past. She says not only has she been doing it for decades, this is something that her family has been doing for generations.
It's a great feeling, to know that you're carrying on a tradition. It's fun to see the same people that you from year to year, you become like friends and family, because you get to know everybody.
Central Washington State Fair continues through Sunday. We're going to have a peek at some more fair fun and the food coming up in just a few minutes at 6:30.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, let's take a look outside and our Dust Devil Giza sky cam. Again, a few clouds and the sky starting to get darker, but it's been windy. That camera was bouncing around quite a bit earlier. 67 degrees right now, our humidity at 44%, our winds 18 miles an hour, and our sunset at 6:44. So we still have another chance of more rain with multiple systems moving across the Pacific Northwest, this upper level track. Again, the majority of the showers are going to remain on the west side, the Olympic Peninsula, and get captured by most of the Cascade Mountains, but we could see a few spillover showers as we move through the day tomorrow. So a little bit unsettled. Let's go ahead and take a look at our future cast. Again, it's that westerly flow, as you could see. We'll continue to see those clouds move out, a little bit of clearing overnight. You'll see those clouds kind of move in tomorrow morning, so a little overcast like today. Slight chance of some showers here in the afternoon, but again, very spotty, unsettled. That's what we call scattered showers moving through. Again, cloudy skies as we transition into Friday, from Thursday night into Friday, with again more stray showers coming up from the south this time through the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, and eastern Oregon. So again, very unsettled as we head to our weekend. This is overnight Friday into Saturday morning. Again, we could see some showers mainly along the foothills of the Blues, just passing around the Tri-Cities. We've been tracking those breezy and gusty winds all day today, and we'll continue to see those kind of sticking around in the Columbia Basin, Hermiston area, decreasing overnight, but staying windy once again in the Tri-Cities, foothills of the Blues, Dayton area. Going to be windy tomorrow as the day progresses. Those winds will start to finally decrease and get a little bit more manageable out there. On Friday morning, very light winds through the area, so that looks good. Light breezes in the afternoon. So wind will get better, but expect another breezy to windy day tomorrow. Here's our temperature trend again. We see mostly clear skies, a little overcast, not showing any showers, but again, temperatures staying on the cool side. In Yakima, again, a little overcast with those cool temperatures overnight, down to 40, eventually making it up to the 60s. We're running a good 10 or more degrees below the average for this time of year. Taking a look at temperatures in the Yakima-Kittitas Valley, chilly tonight. Look at that, 38 in Cle Elum, 39 Sunnyside, 40 in Yakima. Columbia Basin will stay in the 40s here, but again, cool side of the weather spectrum there, 43 in Connell. Looking towards the foothills of the Blues, again, we'll stay in the 40s. A little bit warmer in Walla Walla and Milton Freewater. Chilly tonight in Pendleton. Moving on, let's take a look at our daytime highs tomorrow. Again, typically we're in the low to mid 70s. We're staying in the 60s all through the area tomorrow. Low to mid 60s here, upper 60s Tri-Cities, mid 60s in the Yakima Valley. Let's talk about those holidays though and count things down. Can you believe it? We have just 34 days now till Halloween, 57 until Thanksgiving, 89 days out till Christmas. And this one was the one that was hard to believe, just 96 days left of 2023. So again, those days going by quickly. Here's your short-term forecast moving into the weekend. Temperatures staying on the cool side in the 60s. We'll stay in the 60s here in the Columbia Basin. Bigger chance of rain coming on Friday to the Columbia Basin, and in Walla Walla we could see some showers going into the weekend with those cool temperatures, 59 degrees on Saturday. Lots more to talk about, including your reason to smile. That's coming up here in just a few. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. And next, we're looking towards the future as it speeds toward retirement. Alarming information that Generation X might fall short. We're talking numbers next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
The fall savings have arrived this week at all Walker's Furniture Stores with some of the best deals of the season, where you can save anywhere from 15 to 40% off. Plus, get special 5 years financing during the fall savings event at Walker's.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $20 on the BG857 battery blower. Real steel. Find yours.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a TurboMax engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
The fall savings have arrived this week at all Walker's Furniture Stores with some of the best deals of the season, where you can save anywhere from 15 to 40% off. Plus, get special 5 years financing during the fall savings event at Walker's.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Members of the Generation X might not have saved enough for retirement. That group is now in their 40s and 50s and accounts for 1/5 of the country's population. They are next in line for retirement after baby boomers. But according to the National Institute on Retirement Security, the median amount Gen X has saved for retirement totals about $40,000. Older members of Gen X might have pensions to supplement retirement income, but that only accounts for 14% of the population who work. Financial planners say there is still time to save for retirement, but many Gen Xers may have to face the prospect of working past age 65. Well, they've been in reruns for months, but now we know exactly when your favorite late night hosts will be back on the air with new shows. That's ahead at 6:30, but first, Stacey Lee has your reason to smile.
And today's photo of the day is one I actually took a few weeks ago out on the Snake River on the backside of Ice Harbor Dam. It was a beautiful afternoon. Again, your reason to smile is brought to you by West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental in Pasco. To have your photo featured, all you need to do is get out, snap one, and send it to me, slee@applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with a Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, Pai Gow, Heads Up Hold'em, or High Card Flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
For real? Missing kickoff? Not on my watch. Ultima's fuel efficient VC turbo engine hustles like an MVP. Game on.
Drive the Nissan Altima. Get a low $329 per month lease on Altima or get 0% financing for 36 months on the Altima SRVC Turbo.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
During our fall tire sales, save up to $250 on a set of 4 select tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Oscar winner, innovator, superstar, super mom, and now tomorrow on GMA, Reese Witherspoon, live right here with the new project super close to her heart.
I love it.
Plus, tomorrow morning, 2 sharks swim into GMA Live.
Something amazing happens when you buckle a seatbelt. It's kind of magic when we put our phones out of reach, or give extra room for someone on their bike. That little act of stopping to let someone cross the street, it's a thing of beauty. Even getting a ride home after drinking is quite heroic. Because it's all the little things that play a big role in keeping us safe. Together, we get there.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with a Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
It is is Wednesday, which means it's time for Operation Best Friend with a focus on a local dog that needs a forever home. So on Good Morning Northwest this morning, we introduced Mushu. We're told he's good with people, but can be picky when it comes to his canine friends.
This is Mushu. He is 2 years old. He is a pit mix. We're not sure what exactly he's made up of. He came to us from a shelter in Oregon. He is fantastic. He is dog selective. He loves most dogs. He's not a fan of bossy dogs. He is fantastic with people, loves people of all ages, and he can't be around small animals such as cats, and he finds them a little too tempting.
The Mushu is available to adopt through the Pitbull Pen, and remember, if you adopt a pet that's featured on Operation Best Friend, you'll receive a $50 gift card to Paws Natural Pet Emporium. It's Apple Valley News Now Day at the Central Washington State Fair, and we're taking you there live next. Plus, a shocking act as large crowds mob stores in Philadelphia. What police say about the crimes. Plus, litigation filed over a destructive fire that reduced hundreds of homes to ash in eastern Washington. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Thanks for sticking with us. Let's get right to the Central Washington State Fair. We're bringing you a look at all the attractions this year. We've seen reptiles, butterflies. We know for a lot of people, the main attraction of the fair is the food. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell joins us live with a look at some of the options at State Fair Park.
I'm here with Kathy Kramer, the CEO of the Central Washington State Fair Association. Kathy, what are the biggest things people need to know about the fair this year?
Oh my gosh, there's so many amazing new foods. We're holding one of them. What do you think, Emily?
It's really good. It's a pork lollipop, right?
Grilled pork chop on a lollipop. It's got to be on a stick if you're at the fair.
Exactly. What are some of the shows that are coming up? You can kind of hear the music in the background right now.
Well, tonight, Jeremy Camp, but we do have a few tickets left, so if you're in the mood, and then all through the weekend, shows in the Toyota main stage. We still have a few tickets, and remember, your concert tickets get you in. They include fair admission, and then if you're into some action and bull riding and against the bull clock, in the grandstand, the Coca-Cola grandstand, is Bronx Barrels and Bulls. There are two shows, 5 p.m. on Saturday and 5 p.m. on Sunday, and those also include fair admission. And to buy your tickets or get more information, fairfund.com.
And this isn't the only food, too, because there is the special burger, right?
Yes, we got to talk about that.
Yes, it's a Krispy Kreme burger. What is it, a third of a pound?
A third of a pound?
On a Krispy Kreme donut.
With
and it's
cheese?
A burger, yes, with cheese.
Bacon?
It is really good. It is a lot, but it is really good. There's also some really cool free things this year, right? Like the butterfly encounter.
We have two new exhibits that are free with your fair admission. You can actually go into an enclosed area that's full of flowers and beautiful monarch butterflies and feed them. It's a free attraction. And then if you like reptiles, do we have something for you? Reptile aisle, and several times a day he brings his reptiles out. One of them is a 12-foot albino python. Have you seen it?
We saw so many things. I was a little distracted by the alligator named Later that knocked my glasses off earlier.
Yes. American alligator. You got to meet him.
I did indeed. It was so much fun. So, what is coming up tomorrow? I believe it's one of the discount days. Is that right?
Absolutely. And I have to say, it's probably one of our best promotion days. It is the Coca-Cola 4 before 4.
What does that mean?
Well, $4 parking, $4 admission, and $4 food bites all before 4.
And are there any other really cool, exciting things coming up before? I think the fair ends on Sunday, right?
The fair ends on Sunday, so you've got plenty of time to come over once and even twice.
This pork chop lollipop is so good.
Is it delish?
It's really delish.
I can't wait to try mine.
I know. Try it. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you on board?
You're on board.
Okay.
It's a winner.
So, if you come out to the Central Washington State Fair, you can get a pork chop lollipop. You can do all sorts of stuff. Many amazing things. We have a lot of this on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. And of course, if you play a game and you get really lucky, you could win one of these guys. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
See you at the fair.
Thanks, Emily. Quite a lot going on there. Quite a lot going on outside here in the Tri-Cities. We've been hearing the wind whipping around the station. Stacey Lee is tracking that for us in your First Alert forecast.
And I think that lollipop pork chop, that should be a microphone, right? It kind of looked like a microphone. All right, yes, it's been blustery all day, and we're still seeing those gusty winds. Ellensburg winds have picked up now this afternoon. It's very windy there in Toppenish and still breezy to gusty here in the Columbia Basin and Tri-Cities. Here's what's coming up. We've got scattered showers, multiple storms coming through. Most of the rain's going to be concentrated to the west side in the Olympic Peninsula, but we could see a few of those showers slide over the Cascade Mountains into the lower elevations. Very slight chance of that happening, but it's possible. 67 on our Giza Skycam tonight. Our winds at 18 miles an hour. And look at that, 6:44. It's just about sunset right about now. In fact, get outside, snap a picture, send it to me so you could be the reason to smile tomorrow. Okay, here's our 7-day temperature trend through the area. Again, look at those temps well below the average. We warm up just slightly starting Sunday into Tuesday, but it's going to be on the cool side. We stay cool well below the average, 10 plus degrees, 15 degrees on Friday in Yakima, and then they'll climb back up again like we are. Let's plan your day for tomorrow. Again, chilly out the door in the 40s. Those temperatures climbing into the 60s, a little overcast on and off. More than likely going to stay dry, but however, you could see a shower or two come through the area. So again, stay dry, bundle up, grab that coat or sweater for tomorrow morning. More coming up with your full First Alert weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. We're tracking the countdown to a government shutdown on Capitol Hill. The current budget plan ends on September 30th. That's on Saturday. And unless Congress takes action before that, we're facing a shutdown on Sunday. It means federal operations that are deemed non-essential will come to a halt. Federal government employees won't get paid. While some of them will be furloughed, which is basically put on unpaid leave until the government opens up again, millions more will have to keep going to work without a paycheck.
1 week without a paycheck could be devastating. I mean, because people struggle.
There are going to be some people, depending on how long the shutdown goes, who can't afford to get to work.
During the 2019 shutdown, hundreds of TSA officers called out from work, many of them looking for other ways to make money in the meantime. Fewer TSA agents could mean longer security lines for travelers, and agencies like OSHA, the FDA, and the EPA would all pull back operations. People who rely on federal aid like housing or food assistance and even student loans could also experience disruptions. Making news across the nation tonight, police in Philadelphia say they arrested more than a dozen people accused of looting businesses yesterday. It appears that many of the people involved were under 18. There were protests in Philadelphia Tuesday after a judge decided to dismiss charges against a former police officer who's accused of fatally shooting a man during a traffic stop last month. But police said last night the protests were peaceful. They were not related to what came later.
At this point in time, we know somewhere around 15 to 20 arrests have taken place thus far. At least 2 firearms have been recovered during some arrests. Don't know if they're all connected to this or not. And I just wanted to reiterate that this had nothing to do with the protest. What we had tonight was a bunch of criminal opportunists take advantage of a situation and make an attempt to destroy our city.
Police say they will be looking through video from businesses and social media to continue tracking down the people responsible. Now, Target has been forced to close 9 stores across 4 states. 2 of them are in the Seattle area, where theft and organized crime has caused an impact. The company says those issues have also made it unsafe both for employees and shoppers. Maddie White has the story.
Does it surprise you, I guess?
No. Some of our friends have stolen from you.
This teenager told me a bunch of kids from his high school steal items from this Target.
I mean, it's easy. Like, they got a bunch of cameras, but they don't it's not like they check the very minute.
It's shoplifting like this and what Target calls organized retail crime.
I'm not surprised
that they're citing for their decision to close the 2 Seattle stores.
There's definitely been some vandalism.
In a press release, Target said, "We continue to face fundamental challenges to operating these stores safely," adding crime is threatening the safety of their team and guests. We reached out to Target for further comment but didn't hear back. The location in downtown Seattle will stay open.
That's an interesting one.
Even though it was targeted by a theft ring just a couple years ago.
I think it's maybe more of like a touristy thing. I don't know.
But at the Ballard location, SPD data we obtained does show elevated levels of theft and organized retail crime in 2022, but numbers so far this year are far below those totals. Regardless, disappointed customers said they depend on the convenience of these locations.
So I'm quite happy with the Target.
This UW graduate student is sad his University District location will also shut down for good.
I'm here for my eggs, milk, vegetables, everything I get over here.
The stores will close October 21st.
That was Maddie White reporting. Now, while statistics may not show that crime is growing significantly more serious with inflation and the rising cost of credit, many stores may be struggling more so than before to maintain their profitability. In the Tri-Cities, the Richland Police Department is unveiling its Domestic Violence Awareness Wrapped Car for the month of October. It is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, which is a topic that is very important to the police department. These specially wrapped patrol cars will roll out at the start of the month. You'll most likely see it out in the community to showcase domestic violence awareness. According to Richland Police, it makes sense to lead the way on this pressing issue, as domestic violence is consistently in the top 10 crimes committed in Richland. So if you see that wrapped car out in the community, they say to give a wave to Officer Denslow. The WGA strike is tentatively over, and tonight we're learning when the biggest names in late night will resume with new shows. And breezy conditions around eastern Washington. It is feeling like fall out there. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert forecast. But first, lawsuits filed over an eastern Washington wildfire that destroyed hundreds of homes. That's still ahead on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Pro-level performance at work and at home. Right now, save on steel gas and battery blowers. Real STIHL. Find yours.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, plus make no monthly payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a TurboMax engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
The fall savings have arrived this week at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores with some of the best deals of the season, where you can save anywhere from 15 to 40% off many of our top name brands, or take advantage of special 5 years financing with no money down. So you can shop the amazing special offers today and pay for it later, making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less during the fall savings event this week at Walker's.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Welcome back. 2 lawsuits blame an Eastern Washington power company for starting a devastating wildfire in Spokane County last month. The Gray Fire destroyed more than 200 homes, and it's important to point out fire agencies have not released the official cause so far. Ronnie Accor breaks down the claims.
Evidence can grow stale, witnesses can disappear, be difficult to locate. The sooner the better.
That's why Spokane-based attorney John Allison says he filed this lawsuit, which points to an outdoor service light as the cause of the Gray Fire.
One of the things we are looking forward to very much is being part of the ability to inspect and investigate that equipment.
The lawsuit cites an eyewitness who saw sparks or molten material drop out of the outdoor light on the property shortly after the fire started. Eyewitnesses also say the light was malfunctioning a few months before the fire. They say the faulty light was reported to Inland Power, and that Inland Power did check on the light, but that it was still malfunctioning the day of the fire.
Once you file a case like this, it gives you official access to evidence. The victims of this fire have a right to have a seat at the table, to get to the bottom of it and to find out the truth.
The lawsuit alleges Inland Power was negligent and breached its duty to its customers. Regarding the lawsuits, in a statement, a spokesperson for Inland Power wrote in part, quote, "As you know, the cause is still under investigation, and we will not make any speculations while an active investigation is still underway."
Getting to the truth of what happened, making the community safer, understanding why this happened and how it can be prevented in the future, and compensating those homeowners who have suffered so much and lost so much.
44 people who have lost their property are represented in the lawsuit. A second lawsuit filed by a California law firm that specializes in this type of litigation says that Inland Power failed to inspect and remove nearby vegetation, and also claims the company's power lines are negligently designed and constructed.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we've had a blustery day, but let's take a peek outside at our Dust Devil Giza Sky Cam. Starting to see that sunset right now. It's 67 degrees, so on the cool side, our winds still pretty drafty out there, 18 miles per hour. And again, the official sunset at 6:44. So rain potential, this is our setup for tomorrow. That upper level system continues to bring moisture into the Pacific Northwest. The majority of it, though, is going to be staying here on the west side, the Seattle area, out on the Olympic Peninsula and the Cascade Mountains. So if you have any travel between there, you could encounter some pretty heavy showers. Some of those showers could slide down over the Cascades into the lower elevations, Tri-Cities, Ellensburg, and the Yakima Valley, but it's a very, very slight chance of that. Let's take a look at our futurecast. Again, clearing up tonight. We'll see some clear skies overnight, but then those clouds come right back, and here comes that unsettled weather as that system moves in across the area tomorrow. Again, most of it staying to the west side. Now, overnight on Friday, we see some clouds developing and more showers starting to move in from the south this time. And again, that could impact us Friday afternoon through the Columbia Basin, Heppner, Pendleton area, foothills of the Blue Mountains, and we'll continue to see another pretty big band of showers overnight Friday into early Saturday morning. The big thing today, of course, has been those breezy and gusty winds. I've been telling you to secure those outdoor items all day, and we're still going to see those gusty winds mainly through the Columbia Basin area and the Columbia River Gorge. Now, those taper off, and then those winds continue to be breezy here in the Columbia Basin tomorrow, as well as the foothills of the Blues. Winds look a lot better as we get into our Thursday night, moving into Friday. Nice and calm, much better wind conditions going into the weekend. Our temperature trend, again, it's very, very cool as you get down into those early morning hours. Chilly out the door for those of you that have to get out early. Partly cloudy skies, temperatures getting close to 70 tomorrow by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Really chilly tonight in those low 40s between 3 and 6 in the Yakima Valley, up to 65 by 3. Still well below the average. Let's take a look at our temperatures overnight tonight. Again, we're in the 30s and low 40s there in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Columbia Basin just slightly warmer with temperatures in the 40s. 42 tonight in Prosser. Looking towards the foothills of the Blues, we'll see those 40s, upper 40s for Walla Walla and Milton Freewater. Let's take a peek at our temperatures for tomorrow. Again, typically in the 70s, but we're going to be in the 60s all through the region. 65 in Yakima and Toppenish. Columbia Basin closer to 70 degrees, and we'll stay in the mid 70s here in the foothills of the Blues. And let's talk about those fall leaves. I know a lot of people like to get out and go check out our fall foliage. And again, not a lot going on this week. This is our forecast as of the 25th, but let's fast forward 1 week and we have a big change of more leaves changing colors there, especially in the Cascade Mountains and on the west side. So that might be a good time to plan that trip to get on out there. Let's take a look at our short-term forecast moving into the weekend. Temperatures staying cool again. Bigger chance of rain coming our way on Friday, especially in the Yakima area. A little bit less of a chance, but still a chance here Friday in the Columbia Basin. And Walla Walla, well, we could see a little bit more showers there by the foothills of the Blues and those cool temperatures with cool overnight lows. We're going to have your full 7-day planning forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Stay with us. There's more on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with the Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
Monster Tacos are back at Jack in the Box, along with new spicy Angry Monster Tacos. Come and get them. We dare.
We dare you. Get 2 for just $3.
We are back
with big stars and big laughs.
and a big chance to win.
The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and the bees. I want money.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We will remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
How do you take 2 100% all-white meat chicken strips on a brioche bun loaded with fries and bacon bits and make it even better? By adding 3 delicious sauces to it. Just call me the boss of sauce. Try my chicken sauced and loaded Sandos today.
Carl's Jr.'s new Big Char Chili Burger is big on charbroiled flavor, big on smoky sweet heat with a whole charred Anaheim chili, and big on savings with the Big Char Chili Combo for just $7.99.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Well, the apparent end to the Writers Guild strike means that late-night comedy shows can return. John Oliver's HBO show Last Week Tonight returns Sunday. Jimmy Kimmel, who you can watch right here on Apple Valley News Now, along with Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers, and Jimmy will also have new shows starting next week. 5 personalities together released podcast called Strike Force 5, which they say aim to help pay their show's staff during the strike. The union still needs to ratify the tentative agreement that leadership reached with Hollywood studios.
And The Golden Bachelor, that premieres tomorrow. That has a lot of hubbub, a lot of talk going on around town.
Yeah, we're excited about that. The Bachelor, Gary Turner, stopped by Good Morning America.
You said there's something wonderfully evolved about women, between the ages of 60 and 75, and that was the ages of the women that you had to choose from.
Right. So you start with these women, and they are so supportive of each other. They're so confident, and they're elegant women, and they were, as a group, I think the sweetest women I've ever met in my life.
Now, The Golden Bachelor premieres right here on ABC tomorrow night at 8.
Now, we know a lot of people are getting excited. As I said, our official Golden Bachelor watch party happens tomorrow at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar at Columbia Center every Thursday through November 16th. I'm going to be there tomorrow night for the kickoff event, but be sure to arrive early because it's sure to be a crowd. We've heard a lot of folks are excited about it. Have a martini, watch the show. Plus, we're going to have lots of conversations about the show.
Conversations, some games. It sounds like a fun time.
Games and prizes. That's right. So get there early and get your seat. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right. And it's going to be cold, so maybe bundle up if you come.
Yeah, definitely want to bring a jacket, and we'll have a final look at that weather when we come right back.
Spicy chicken McNuggets, breaded in tempura and made with cayenne, are just the right amount of fire emoji, chili emoji, grinning face with sweat emoji, and wouldn't it be double fire emoji if they came back? Spicy chicken McNuggets, they're back. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport only at your local Ford dealer.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
The 2023 Honda Pilot was named the most fun to drive by Car and Driver. The Toyota Highlander was not. In fact, on the road and off, Pilot's handling blew Highlander away. Plus, Pilot has a bigger, more powerful engine, more cargo space, a bigger third row, and a bold new look. And right now, well-qualified buyers can get the bigger, bolder Honda Pilot with 3.9% APR financing. For details, see your Southeastern Washington Honda dealer.
It's fair time. Get ready for fun. Central Washington State Fair, September 22nd through October 1st. It's fun for all. For more information, visit fairfun.com.
Stop thinking, let things happen, and be the ball. Better yet, see the ball with K2 Vision RLE. K2 Vision RLE. No readers, glasses, contacts, or cataracts.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed. Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport only at your local Ford dealer.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
And one final look at your weather again. Cool side, slight chance of temperature, or showers that is going into the weekend, and a nice little warm up coming next week. Thank you for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. We'll be back here at 11.